And hello, all you folks out there in YouTube land. Laura Croc Squirrel asking, have you played with your squirrels today? Keep on being you, Poland. Oh, Opal is giving the little black cat shit. That's fine. How you doing today, Mr. Opal Dragon?
I'm doing fine. Does playing with my walnuts count as playing with squirrels?
No, you actually have to have a squirrel present for this.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just continue playing with my walnuts then.
Well, you have fun with that. I see we've had Crypto and Dracologist in the chat. Hello to both of you. Assuming, of course, that you're still there. Well, I know Crypto is still here, but I don't know about Dracky. Dracky may have poofed on us. He does that sometimes. All right.
Are you saying Dracologist doesn't have much stamina? I think he can hang on a little longer than
Ooh. Oh, that's cold there, Mr. Opal Dragon.
that.
All right. All right. Time to break out. Time to break out the beer.
Yes.
Okay, since it's now after 5 o'clock on the left coast, we can actually do that. There's some of that. Let's do it correctly this time, stupid squirrel.
Yeah.
There we go. I got it. I got the sandwiches. Burgers and beer. Hey, crazy old sexy lady.
Yep, we got a mama dragon.
Yeah, how you doing today, Tindra? Haven't seen you on it a couple of days. That's probably who our third viewer is, though. That's okay though. We'll get some more. What we don't have right now is Silver Stripes the Silver Striped, and we would really like to see him. We'd really like to see him in the chat here in the next little while, so I can actually run the first game I had planned on. But before that, dead news. Would you like some news, there, Mr. Dragon?
Yes. News is good.
And we have Drackies too. Yay! All right. So let's go ahead and start with some news. Out of Bellevue, Washington, we have an announcement and dev trailers for Kerbal Space Program 2. It's being done by an entirely different group of guys than Squad. Squad's still working on the original Kerbal Space Program because that's a thing. Kerbal Space Program 2 brings back the launch tower and a bunch of other neat shit, so. Oh, yeah, hey, actually. Aw, no fun. Well, you know what? You get to that age, that's definitely worth celebrating. Yeah, that and 3D Realms got a mangina. So because apologizing for effectively nothing. What the hell? I see that was a one I still don't quite believe that one. Why the hell would 3D Realms do that? What are you doing? You're gonna get broke, and now you're gonna be broke.
Yeah. I hope that doesn't happen to Kerbal Space Program 2.
Well, that would be nice.
Or I hope it doesn't. Yeah.
3D Realms, they're probably pissed off over something Duke Nukem said 10 or 20 years ago. It's like, fuck. Yeah. What people really? So Kerbal Space Program's got apparently is being streamlined, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's some things they can't do without detail without the Unity core from the original Kerbal Space Program, but they can definitely go through and they can trim bugs and make new shit and make it all more efficient. So I suppose that was.
The store page is sure promising a lot, though.
Well, yeah, they're promising a shitload, including interplanetary and potentially interstellar colonies.
Yeah. enhance modding and multiplayer. But you know what? As long as it's a half decent game, because I love the first one, I'm willing to buy number 2.
Yeah, you know what? I'm inclined to get number 2 as well. Again, not being developed by Squad is probably not helping it, but right now we're working on Kerbal. They're working on KSB expansions, and I figure probably a year, maybe 18 months or so after KSP 2 releases, the support will start dropping off for Kerbal Space Program, which would be sad. Because that means that the folks at whatchamacallit won't have job. Well, the Squad folks won't have jobs anymore. But I suppose that's always the way, isn't it?
Some of them may end up being absorbed into the team too. So.
Oh, I'm sure. I think they actually do have a couple folks that did the original, or at least a couple of those folks.
Yeah. Though I wonder how much of it, if they're promising 2020, I wonder how much of it they got done. Because if they have half of it done, they might make it that time. But if they're just getting into it, I wouldn't expect.
Hey, Silver, how you doing there, Silver? Well, God, you got dragged here by a dragon because I got something you might want to see.
Yep. I dragged our wonderful Silver here.
Now I have a question for everybody. Who the hell gets married on a Monday? What's up with that? Who takes the beginning of the work week out to go get married?
A used car salesman?
Only because he couldn't get it done on Thursday? Silver, if I did this game without you being present, you'd probably kick yourself and yell at me. I don't want to get yelled at, and I'd really like you to not kick yourself. So I was actually thinking about holding this game until the time arrived that you were actually you were actually in the chat for a stream.
We could always yank him into the stream. Let's see. We'll just see how scared of dragons he is.
He's probably not that scared of dragons. I do actually, believe it or not, I actually do have an answer for that. The answer is PewDiePie, who apparently tied the knot with longtime girlfriend, and I forget her name, Marcia something or other.
Oh, congratulations!
In London yesterday. Congrats to the happy couple. We'll see how long it lasts. Oh, I'm sure you'll find out because we're getting there. Actually, what I need to do is that and see if it's actually hookable. This game here has been much touted for the last while and a half. Yeah, we're going to make a big deal out of it anyway, just because.
Just a big hairy deal.
Several big hairy deals, no less.
Yeah.
So a bunch of big hairy deals. All right.
Yeah. Lots of hair.
All right. So here is our first abomination, Winds of Change. And Silver is absolutely correct. It is a furry game. It is a furry visual novel, no less, where the spirits reign supreme. I didn't want to actually make a whole video out of it, so I figured I'd put it on for, say, 20 or 30 minutes. Ooh, a rebellion in shambles. Those were always fun.
They are struggling, but this defeat was not without a victory of its own.
That chosen one was born.
Final moments, he secured an artifact of great importance. This blade was paramount to the Triumvirate's leadership of Alestia. And without it, their tyrannical grip on the people would surely falter. Having no choice, they give their Grand Inquisitor one simple order. Destroy the rebellion and retrieve the lost blade of the Triumvirate. But Dormek, the new leader of the rebels, has set other plans in motion. Hiding the blade in Valinor, he is confident that it will be protected. This sheltered hamlet is now custodian to the weapon that would liberate the world. And so, it would be met with a gruesome fate by the Triumvirate and their Grand Inquisitor.
Believe it or not, this game seems to be selling fairly well already, and that suggests that there's actually a widening audience for this sort of thing.
Well, it is a furry game.
Well, to be honest with you, Silver, as far as I know, you're the only furry that really watches, so, or dedicated or not. Well, if it does have adult content, I doubt we're going to run into it. Not for the amount of time we've got.
If we waste any more time, we won't make it out alive. There's no way the Elder would let me let that one down.
Oh, we got a J. Hey, Jay.
Hey, Jay. Nice to see you, man.
Are you even paying attention?
Hopefully you're not blue. The last thing we need you is to be a blue jay.
I know who you are, Sphere. Did you hit your head or something?
We get to pick whether we're male or female. Well, apparently the whole neighborhood's on fire, so that seems to be a thing. The fun part of it is the background on it makes it actually look like it's on fire.
Valessa has our safety in mind, okay?
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Give her hot-headedness for me. Freedom isn't too much farther. We need to stay calm and think this through. Two guys like us, we should have no problem. We'll be safe and sound before you know it.
Oh, you're orange. Is that what it is, Jay?
I was only teasing you.
It says brown.
Good. Yeah.
Wolf critter. And I think they might actually both be wolves. Not sure. Both of them are canids regardless.
Look, they're dying because they panicked. We need to stay calm and think through this together.
She has a point. Our first instinct was to run, but so was theirs. We should let them face the brunt of this attack.
I agree, Ulrich. We can't sacrifice everyone to buy time. I think the people of Valinor deserve far better.
Just play Dust. No, I played Dust already.
Would you rather perish with them, Valessa? That's what'll happen if you go running out there. We're not equipped to handle this on our own. You have to remember what I'm doing here. It's my job to protect the both of you. Everyone else is expendable.
Oh, somebody's foot's now down.
It must be the smoke. Make sure to sit down. The lower you are right now, the better. Are you having trouble breathing?
Yeah, actually, Zaxter is exactly what I'm doing, and that's so I can get some of the folks that watch it well after, because not everybody can be here at noon on a Tuesday. Oh, you are not stuck, Mr. Opal. You're enjoying this.
Something else is going on here. Is there something you need to
Yeah,
tell
it's
us?
pretty on this one, I have to admit.
Did some debris fall on your head back there? I'm starting to side with Biggles on this one. Come on, time to gear you up. I don't care what's going on in that head of yours, but it's not more important than your survival. We're all overwhelmed. It's not just you.
Why are you playing GTA 5 on an X-Bone? It sounds like a really silly idea. Or are you playing it on? Or are you playing it on a 360? Well, it's something I've actually been wanting to do for a while there, Zach. So.
Take it. We won't be standing here forever. As soon as we leave this alcove, we'll be vulnerable. I can't take care of you all the time, you know. Now that's what I like to hear. I'll feel better if you have something to fight with. The less I have...
why
Mom's
are
not old. My mom's not old. We just feel old, that's all.
Megahenarium? I don't act that. There's a word I don't know. Megahenarium. I'm gonna have to guess, Crypto. I don't know.
It's time to move. Seems like some of the noise is...
All right.
You were confused about all this, right? I bet you don't even know what being the seer means. Or how we've known each other for our entire lives.
Uh-oh.
That's normal, but please listen. We only have a few moments before Ulrich notices we're not there. The seer is special. You wield spirits to induce prophetic visions.
Oh, okay, I see. Nah, dude, PC Master Race.
When you have these visions, you're unable to remember anything. When you wake up, you'll dismiss it as a dream and forget it ever happened. As your scribe, it's my job to help you take advantage of this. We have to follow Ulrich now, but know one thing. The way you're acting, I'm certain this is a vision. That means you can use it for information.
Oh, well, now we know how it is that we remember her from all this time. Yeah, okay. I'm all for Tom Sawyer doing exactly that thing. Oh, and I think Silver left, which is no fun.
This means Valinor is still fine. When you
Actually, I
wake
might
up,
know somebody
use
who'd be
this vision
interested
to
in this
save
game.
everyone.
I know somebody who's a big furry herself, so.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't hear from her that often.
The triumvirate conspires with their Grand Inquisitor. The Grand Inquisitor is bigger.
Rise, Sylvie, but please assure us of your certainty. We hate to act without knowing everything.
Oh boy. Sitting with the puppies. What kind of a? I think he told me what kind of a dog you got, but I don't remember right off the top of my head.
Along with recent events, we can only surmise one thing.
The blade of Exodus.
I am almost certain. But if that's where they've chosen to hide it, it means that our other target
Need
is
non-wolf
also
for satisfaction? I'm not even sure what that guy's supposed to be.
Your compliance pleases us, Sylvie. Your plan was risky.
Silver's the expert,
Worked
so.
out in the end. A final
You'd have me interrogate the prisoner once more. If I may be so bold, to what end do you request this?
Not you, Sylvie. We want your apprentice to do this. It is time for him to prove his worth.
What do you want to bet he's a cat? And that those things aren't actually furs, they're humans. Two chihuahuas and a terrier. Oh, wow. Oh, I chihuahua. Worst amongst household pests. Okay.
I don't know. I like Chihuahua Pug mix. My grandma had one of those.
My apprentice.
That was an awesome dog.
I've told you many times I want to work alone. It would be more efficient for me to do this myself.
Yeah, okay, Fangface. You get on with that.
Insubordination. This is unbecoming of you, Sophie. We demand that you obey. The role of Grand Inquisitor can be very dangerous. If we were to lose you, a replacement would be necessary. You must train this replacement while you still breathe.
What, he can't do it after he stops?
As you command.
Interrogation. And what would you have me extract? I thought the prisoner was at his wit's end.
And you look like a dick. They're chugging the family. Ha ha. Bah,
Well,
excellent.
my grandma did. My grandma did.
I just have a thing for a particular green-haired cartoon mouse from Animal Crossing.
If
You
you
know,
fail,
I have to
I will
admit,
not
that was
hesitate to
an
punish you.
awesome dog.
Remember what we're on the verge.
It had the Chihuahua head, but the body was
I
pug.
understand, Master. I'll do my best to get you what you need. What are the limits when it comes to money?
Punts. Yeah.
Keep him alive, Helen. I find that psychological pain is the most valid approach. He cares more for his rebel allies than he does for himself.
Then I will threaten the rebellion's very core.
They tend to do that when you have the Triumvirate's blessing. We should take care of this immediately and catch them unprepared. Every moment we waste is a moment they gain, Helen.
So it's finally going to happen, isn't it? What we've been waiting for. All the
Oh dear. I'm not sure we're going to get any green mice in the next few minutes. And yeah, I'm probably looking for the word punts.
So, someone different has finally come. What are you, the executioner or something? I figured it was only a matter of time.
Actually, Sophie said to keep you alive. You seem to underestimate your value, Shane.
You think I'm important? That's not what I expected to hear.
Don't take it the wrong way. You must not know what I meant. You're important as a bargaining chip. And the fact I must keep you alive is a curse. When I'm through with you, you'll beg for death.
I'm not sure I'd want that. Okay. All right. I think we've actually got off into side story land.
Yep, probably. They need to turn this game into an RPG.
That's what I think. That's what I was thinking they had done, but they've. If there's RPGs to this, we've got a little too much talkie in the front. Not that we don't have to spend a lot of time setting up story, but yeah, there's probably not much in that. For a visual novel, it looks like it could get really interesting. But again, probably
if you like visual novels.
It's also fully voiced, or at least it appears to be. So that's going to go a long way towards people actually being able to engage with it. probably do is set the autoplay on and just kind of kick back and have a look. And at this point, Silver, I think I'm going to suggest you were correct. A little more diversity in the furry games that would be nice. And yeah, this one's getting kind of old. We got kind of an almost stock standard storyline for it. I mean, I props for trying, but this is not going as well as maybe it could. I know there was actually a release of Chapter 1 a while back, and I think it may still be available on the store page. Let me just grab the Mystic Steam client here for a second, and I will check and see if that's still there. No, it's not listing it. It's not listing a demo, but I know there was one. I actually have it in my library. Non-linear storytelling, it says it has. It promises quite a bit, and it runs a semi-premium price. They want $20 for it, so that's kind of where we're at this particular moment in time. Needs a bigger goth mouse girlfriend. Staring at wolf boring. Also, characters feel copy pasted, said Jackie. Yes and no. I mean, obviously, the guy that did the art, the folks that did the artwork, especially the background artist, they tried really hard. I mean, you can see it in the game. But it's, I don't know. It does kind of feel like it's missing something. Meanwhile, in Poland, not a single Allah was akbarred. Yeah, they want $20 for it US, and I think they've actually got they want $10 for the soundtrack, or you can get them both for $28.48 with the 5% discount they give you for a bundle. Not I think a game that I would that I would pull out of nowhere just to kind of play with it a bit, but something that's probably going to be it's going to have a lot to do with the tastes of the people of whoever it is that's actually watching. There are some people that like the whole wolf thing.
Yeah.
I think Silver's more into the hedgehog, into the mustelid, hedgehoggy sort of rodenty thing. So,
yeah,
any additional thoughts from you, Mr. Opal Dragon?
Yeah, I mean, all I can say about it is it's got good artwork. The voice acting is nice, but I have to agree with Silver. It's a visual novel.
There's not that's the entirety of the thing, huh?
Yeah.
All right, give me a second here while I get a thing done here real fast.
Like, I could only lightly hear the voices, but they sounded well acted. So.
All right, and now it's time to switch it up. Time for a new game.
I knew it was coming up. Yes. Oh yes.
Meanwhile, in the meantime, welcome to Grandia 3. And I'm gonna turn Poland off back there.
In Poland, Grandia 3.
I know the perfect meme to post in the Discord. You do that. I'll be looking forward to that. All right. Do I have any continue space? Nope. All right. So we start this thing from scratch. It's all good. I've done it before. I can do it again. Actually, if I'd use the physical versions, I have a couple of save games from much later in the game.
Yeah. They're bringing Grandia 1 and 2 to the Switch as an HD bundle.
If I'm not mistaken, that's actually already out.
Is it already out?
If it's not out now, it will be soon. Jim Sterling put a video together for it this morning, and I don't think Nintendo likes him anymore.
Oh?
Yep. But the 27th, we've got Bard's Tale 4. The director's cut is up, and apparently they fixed a bunch of the shit. It has to be re-downloaded, of course, but that's on the 27th. So if I've got it done downloading for the 27th, for our live stream on the 27th, that'll be our RPG for the day. If not, then I'll do it and I'll have a look at it on Saturday, even though it is a new release.
Cool. Not a problem with that.
And if I can get the $40 extra to get a copy of Grandia 1 and Grandia 2 for the Switch, I will do that. So you're gonna post it in the Discord, huh? Let's do this. All right.
Oh yeah, cool.
Probably shouldn't be run. I probably shouldn't run the entire video. I probably get pre-rendered cutscenes like that tend to get some folks mad at me. Hey, it's Pyro Blazer. Watermelon? Yeah, watermelons. Yeah, dude, you're going down. You know what? One of these days, actually, I will have to do that one of these centuries when I get a copy that I can actually put on the freaking stream. I have it for. I want to say I have it for the GameCube. But getting the GameCube hooked into this setup going to be difficult in a great many ways. Just trust me on this one. Reading Klingon is hard. Well, actually, most of the problem he gets the video. You having trouble finding the exact meme? Well, I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait for your meme. There, Silver, and we're gonna see exactly what you. We're gonna see exactly how well it works. Like I said, if I can get it so that I can actually put it on a stream, I will be more than happy to do exactly that. Skies of Arcadia was a really neat game.
Won't you have a cup of tea and visit for a while? I'd love to, but I have to prepare these herbs. Maybe a rain check? You're always welcome. You can stop by anytime. I've got all the latest gossip.
Your whole village is 12 houses. How the hell do you? What the hell could happen in that town that everybody else doesn't know about freaking instantly?
Yuki, I'm back.
No kidding.
Oh, you got one! Yay! I'll wait. I'm waiting. I am waiting with the breath of bated.
I have to admit, the animation in this is quite good.
I observed the great meme wars.
There it is, in shit posters.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Put it in shit posters?
Really into today's stream. Oh, that is good. That is so
Yeah, male and female mice. I will now buy your game. Uh-oh. That's the end of the wing.
Hey! What's the big idea? You can't jump up the wings.
She's lighter now, isn't she?
Huh?
Now she'll fly farther, by a mile.
Just a minute. You think I just threw this together? It took a lot of planning. Listen, everything from the angle of the propeller to the weight of the body is precisely calculated to do exactly.
She'll fly.
What?
Look, you gotta have a little faith in me. I know what I'm
Hey,
doing.
kid, listen to your
I know her
engineer.
as well as you do, inside and out. And I can tell during the last test
Yep.
that we can make her lighter.
Yeah, but... Yuki, do you really think this is gonna work?
Why wouldn't it?
I can't think of a reason why it wouldn't.
One person who's ever successfully flown across the sea.
And that would be Sky Captain Schmidt.
Like in previous
But we've
Grandia
tried
games,
so
we've got
hard.
two major
I just know
continents.
we're gonna be the next ones to make it.
All the way out to the end of the world. Actually, the map for this one looks a lot like the one from the original Grandia.
We're already halfway there.
Ah,
This
okay.
flight unit is all we need.
All right, we'll catch you later, Silver.
Yeah.
Hopefully next time I come up with a game like with a game, it'll be a little more entertaining for you.
Hopefully. We'll have to get one with more mice in it.
Maybe I can get the. I think there's supposed to be an Animal Crossing game coming up. Maybe I can put my. If I have the money, I can put my hands on that.
I know you're in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Miranda.
I called dibs on the plane.
Hey, no fair.
I'm watching the stream.
She's not
so you
stupid.
get the score.
She's definitely not
She's good.
stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not the one she's looking for, though.
Now, let me see. Found you.
Hey, what are you doing? Trying to kill me or something?
Instead of fixing dinner, you're out here monkeying with your machines. Honestly, Yuki, when are you gonna give up this nonsense
And
and...
train to be a potter? I know. I'll start tomorrow, I promise. Right, Rots?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Tomorrow.
You seem suspiciously reasonable today. You're not up to something, are you? Well, in that case, I suppose you won't mind if I hang on to this then?
Hey! You can't...
Is there something wrong?
No. Come on, would I disobey my own mother? Of course not.
All right then, see you later.
Great, now what? Well, Yuki?
You just leave Miranda to me, okay? I happen to know about her secret hiding place in the kitchen.
Tip.
Let's get ready. We're taking off tonight.
Yeah.
So he promises to do what Mom asks tomorrow, but he's taking off tonight. This will be fun. Alright.
I'll gladly play you next week if I can have a burger today.
On Tuesday.
Yeah.
And here is where Crap's going to start working fans over. Sophie! This girl here looks like she's about his age. And no, I have no idea how old Yuki actually is, despite having played this game through a couple times. This is the Potter's house. That guy's an ass. We're not going there.
Yeah.
And
I have yet to play this game.
Huh?
I have yet to play this game, and
It's the
I'd
magic
love
shop? Yes, it is. We're gonna go get some crap. We can't. That, I believe, is... I think that's... Oh, yeah. That's... That... I was right. That's Gladys's house. And Gladys is irritating. We've already noticed that. Alright. And here's the general store. Not that we're going to need any of this, because, well, nobody's here. Nobody's here. Alright. Boom!
Have you heard that Disney may have cooked the books to the tune of $6 billion revenue? And the SEC is starting an investigation? Wonder if this is part of the pulling of Spider-Man from the MCU by Sony.
You know what? Actually, I did hear about that. Where they have their little ways of finding shit that's actually going on and making it look like something else happened. So it looks like they earned more money than they really did. Yeah, you know, giving free tickets to things and then putting them down as if they've been paid for. That means that they've taken some liberties with their accounting.
Yeah, made it look like they were pulling in more money than they actually were,
or anywhere close to it, for that matter.
Yeah. Thing I'm wondering is, will they get bailed out? Will they get corporate welfare?
The guess at the moment is actually no, because if the tax fraud is significant enough, then the amount of fraud in question is enough to have made a significant difference inside of mergers and shit with Securities and Exchange Commission. They could be in for a world of shit.
Yeah, a lot of their investors will be quite pissed.
Well, they're already pissed because Disney's lost a fairly good chunk of share price.
Yeah.
All right, there is our save point, and you can also recover there if you have injuries.
Yeah, they really abused their software, huge.
I want to know who made the software, because if Disney had the stuff developed in-house, then they're going to have some major issues.
But if somebody else made it, they may try and shove the blame on that company. Which in the end, it's still their fault, because they're the ones that chose to enter in gift cards and stuff at double prices or wrong prices. So
Well, yeah, and then there's apparently there's the available. Apparently, it's actually just the software makes it possible for them to do. If somebody else made that software, they can rather than having had it made in house. That means that they can push responsibility off on whoever it is that made that possible. Hi, there's a bug in this software and it's not our fault. It's not our fault. We didn't do it.
And apparently, they've been doing it for at least a decade, if not longer.
Well, the whistleblower said was giving a number of had been working there for some 18 years prior to being sacked.
Yeah.
And apparently, she'd been bringing this to the company's attention for a while by then. Ooh, that would be bad. That would be the end of. Oh, well, there's upsides and downsides to that. On one hand, Disney will stop having a stranglehold over the freaking market.
Yeah.
But Disney's been starting to collect shit in large amounts, and people in the entertainment industry are getting a little concerned.
Yeah. Well, if they ran the IPs they bought decently well, they would have been okay, but they didn't. Even though a couple IPs did pull in some money, they didn't pull in the money they were expected to pull in. And so, yeah.
No, I expect. Well, given that you had people talking about entire theaters with tickets paid for and nobody in them.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember people.
They're still talking about that.
I saw a couple of them. Yeah.
They're still talking about that. There's been a bunch of them that have made reference to this.
Yeah.
Well, they probably shouldn't have done that. The whole get woke go broke thing is definitely a situation you don't want to be dealing with if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Why they're doing now they're doing a night launch.
So this, as much as I'd like to put it purely on the SJW bit, it's the biggest thing is that they were fudging numbers.
Well, and see, here's the flip side of that. If you actually make a product that's good, people will come.
Spell it out for you. It's not the plane I'm worried about. It's you.
Huh? Rots, knock it off.
Okay.
Well, yes, this is also that's same thing there. When Verizon was the one that decided to kick the crap out of it.
When did you do this?
Yeah.
I'm leaving the village soon
Rather than
myself.
leaving things properly labeled
No matter
and
what happens, you've gotta
giving
make it
people
to the
the
main
ability
line.
to filter things
Meet me
themselves.
there, promise?
Yeah. No.
Sure.
There's the flight unit. I'll fire it up.
Our dream can even fly all the way across the ocean. And you'll be the one to prove it, okay? Good luck.
Thanks.
One small problem.
We're off.
Yes, I know these aircraft are not very realistic.
No.
In fact, the engineering on these aircraft just drives me insane.
Let's just say it would not fly in Kerbal, which would make it a good airplane design for Kerbal.
Actually, to be honest with you, the engineering could work, depending on what you made it out of, and how close you can get with the engineering.
And if you have an atmospheric density of 1.5.
Alright, I'm gonna have to do a thing here. Because apparently skipping is not a thing. So I'm just gonna turn the sound off. Until I can get it to do what it's supposed to, until I can get it to do what I want it to do.
Yeah.
Which I won't be able to. It's actually a really good tune here, but I don't want, I'm probably already gonna get hammered for shit. I don't want to make it worse.
Yeah. Music artists are really finicky about that stuff.
So female Thor, black female teenage Iron Man, they walked out of the comic book shop. Yeah, that's really been the thing. And to be perfectly honest, I'd have done exactly the same shit.
Oh, well, you know, the SJWs had to do that because they're incapable of creating their own stuff. I mean, even High Guardian Spice is taking forever to take off.
I didn't expect it to.
Yeah.
And
Gaining any altitude.
Not gaining
I
altitude.
don't get it. I lightened her up enough. So why?
Why?
Don't you try moving the stick again?
I am, but it doesn't work.
Wait, what?
Oh, for goodness sake. Let me do it.
Will you be quiet? I need to concentrate. Miranda, what are you doing here?
Huh? You should know by now. You can't hide anything from me, Yuki.
It's no wonder she won't fly. We're overweight.
Don't go blaming others for your troubles.
Excuse
hey,
me.
Where are you going?
Stow away. This was going to happen no matter what with the extra 120 to 130 pounds of female on board.
Yeah.
Kid probably doesn't weigh much more than that, but twice the weight in people would generally not work very well.
No.
See? There you go. What would you do without me? How about showing a little gratitude?
Not minced
Excuse
into
me,
full
I'm a little
pork.
busy here.
Nope, there's these artificial horizons. The plane's going down.
Can't you do anything about this?
No.
Huh? Hey, Yuki, look at that.
I told you, I'm a little busy right now. Huh?
Well, this doesn't look good.
What are you doing?
Now you get to see classic Grandia combat. We're here in a minute. So this cutscene finishes.
I have to watch this too now.
Clipped. Oh, lost a wing, no less. Lost a chunk of wing. And now the engine's toast. Number 19 actually flew pretty well, given the circumstances. And everyone died. No. Sadly, no, they're not dead yet. At least sadly for you.
Yeah. Oh man. Wish I could play this game.
Master Cornell, we can't find the communicator anywhere. One girl alone in the forest isn't gonna get far, not on foot. Search the area and find that communicator. Yes, sir.
Wow. You're talking about something that's gonna break a wrist and kill a horse.
I will find you. The glory will be mine.
Oh, now I get to see the fist.
Yes, Crypto, you got a wrench earlier because I half expect you to post a link.
No, I have to at least say
That's okay. You're around for most streams anyway, so. But if it ever gets popular enough, that's just one more moderator.
Up in flames.
Well, I had no idea that airplanes were so flimsy. You had one extra passenger and boom.
And just whose fault was that, huh?
Well, it all worked out okay. I mean, at least we're safe.
That means that you're actually that your
on.
business is running a profit, or at least a decent profit, enough to make its costs and have some left over.
But I've never heard of a communicator's bodyguards
Because they generally wrote positive figures in black and negative figures in red.
Which would be the difference between being in the red or being in debt, and being in the black where you're doing well enough to make a profit.
We're gonna get that communicator no matter what it takes.
It made it easy. I think, according to the video I watched, it made it easier for people going through the books to determine, whether they should add or subtract to figure out.
Stop so you can make the command. They're only going to let me have the command, the combo command. Yes, tutorial battles have to happen.
I always liked Grandia's battles because you gave commands and then it kind of like acted things out.
Well, yeah, but then Trails of Cold Steel did the same thing. There's a lot of games that did this. The very first one that did it this particular way was the original Grandia.
Yeah.
Burn!
I have to say, the menu system is interesting. I like very creative with the spin style. I hate to say it, that's the one area I'd be like, plus graphic, I have to admit, graphic design for your menus does have a big impact.
It does, actually, especially when you're making games.
Yeah. It adds an atmosphere, because I was like thinking back to, RPG Maker's menus, yeah. They're a little plain,
All right, we did it!
120 XP gets us to level 2. That's good. The Grandia Battles is one of the very few things that hasn't changed much from game to game.
Yeah, I don't mind that. You got a good system. I don't mind keeping things similar.
Well, see that this game here had the benefit of being released in 2005 after it had a chance to get used to the idea of 3D models. Whereas the original Grandia used sprites and modeled terrain, and from back in 1997, and when we got Grandia 2 in the early noughties, it was all 3D modeled, but the models weren't the best quality ever. When in doubt, shoot fireballs at them, of course. That's the way it works. For number 19. Can we stop by number 19 and see if we can get anything going on here? Anything? Okay, no, number 19 doesn't have anything going on. The other thing that I've always liked about the Grandia series, you can in fact see your opponents and make an attempt to avoid them. It doesn't always work. Oh, of course you wouldn't know those things, Opal.
No, not at all. Not at all. I don't mind seeing the monsters. It was like there was a couple RPGs where they had a fixed amount of monsters. That I don't like. Sometimes in some games I like trying to get my levels up, or to get money, or something, you know.
All right, we did it.
Yeah, so we'll walk right into them because not doing so is just going to be more problems than it's worth.
But then Lunar had visible monsters too, so that was still.
Get ready for a little slice and dice.
Actually, believe it or not, we actually lose Miranda after a while. Yuki can't go running around the world. No, still looking for it. Still looking for it, Silver. I'm pretty sure I'll come up with something.
Why not make things
No, just a cocky young boy with I'm not sure how to describe the mother.
Alright, treasure chest. Yeah. We already know how to do that. Press X. God damn, you just told us that. Really? There we go. One skill book. I'll check that later. Those skill books, by the way, are not particularly common.
Yeah.
I might be able to get some lightning going on here soon. I think it's fire and water that they use for lightning spells. As far into the woods as humanly possible. Go play. Yep. Go places horses won't go. Let's go. That look on her face. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, rock hard little man. Uh-oh, cutscene! Don't worry, we don't actually get too much of the cutscene thing in this game. We do like it quite a bit better for exactly that reason.
I heard something over there. Come on.
Yeah, cutscenes are great for playing, but not so great for streaming.
Well, fortunately, this is at a time and was originally in a format 2 DVDs worth of it, no less. Where cutscenes were fairly thick and fairly valuable, so they were fairly hefty, and disc space was at a premium. An inconvenient root system, yeah. Well, actually, it would be for her. It would be plenty convenient. For her pursuers, not so much. And she doesn't seem like a well young lady. Looks like she's hurt. Thanks, Yuki. Great job. Dick. All right.
Well, Silver, there's at least a lovely elf girl in this game.
Yeah, well.
Does that count? Does that count?
Well, we also have, then we also have the elf dude. This guy right here.
It's you.
You
That's
who?
enough, Alfina.
Alright. Okay, so we will have. Here's another mana egg. And that's a flare egg, which is not going to be a bad thing. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay.
Let's see. Trying to think. Which came out first, Grandia 3 or Metal Gear Solid Reverence?
Revengeance?
Revengeance,
If
yeah.
I remember correctly, Revengeance is a PS3 game, so it would be Grandia 3.
So technically, Metal Gear Solid stole that character from Grandia. Aw, Silver doesn't like little elves.
Huh?
I like elf ladies. Silver doesn't like elf ladies.
Well, this isn't really a. If I'm being completely honest, this isn't actually much. This isn't really a fantasy game either. You do actually get various bits of technology, most of everywhere.
Well, he did say fantasy type ladies.
Yeah,
so.
well, unfortunately, that part never seems to matter to. Never seems to matter to Yuki.
Make things easier for everyone and stay out of our way.
We need more cred. The man with a myopic blind spot for the joke. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay, got it. I'll see what I can do about getting some more sci-fi games coming up. It's alright, we got, we'll have Trails of Cold Steel 3 in October. Outer Worlds also, I think it's in either October or November. And we're going to have Doom. We're going to have Doom Eternal in November, so that'll be fun.
Oh, that'll be fun to watch you play that.
What?
I'm actually looking forward to watching you play Doom Eternal.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, so is Dracky. He thinks I'm gonna get my butt. He thinks I'm gonna get my butt stomped flat, like in my entirety.
I'm getting the popcorn ready for that exactly.
Yes, Doom Eternal, aka let's watch Croc die.
I'm such a good friend, ain't I?
I know, right? What's up with that?
I know.
Please let me through. Move aside, Raven.
We'll see. We shall see. Outer Worlds is actually. I've gotten some more information on Outer Worlds. It's actually almost. It's New Vegas in space is really that's what the way they were billing it. And that's really pretty much what they seem to have delivered. Just lots more corporations. Skill system's supposed to be a little bit different, but not that different.
Get away from that girl. Yuki!
What the?
I'll ask you one more time. Are you going to change your mind or not, Alfina?
No. I have to know the truth, Raven.
Raven. R-A-V-E-N.
I need to find out about my brother, myself, and the future.
The future. Very well, Alfina. So be it. I know what I have to do. But there isn't much time.
Teleporting antagonist. Yay.
Are you alright?
Watch out!
If we hang around here much longer, we'll probably run into more of those weirdos. Let's go back to the village.
Right.
So now that our tutorial segment is completely dead, and no, that guy doesn't give a rat's ass.
I so wish I could play this game. Oh.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and save here because, well, reasons.
Yep.
We just don't need to use it for. We just don't need to use the sphere for recovery, which is also good.
Mm-hmm. Wow, it's not like you've never had problems where something's happened. Because, you know, Murphy's Law.
Whatever it can't happen will happen, and it's the absolute worst possible time.
Yeah.
I like the magic shop lady not being here. Garkin's not here, so... Well, Garkin might actually be there, but I don't actually give a shit. The last time... I did actually go in there one time. The dude, like, flipped me a bunch of shit and got mad because, well, child.
Rats is gone. He left already. Darn.
That dude left out on a boat, though, so... Pound. All right, back into the house.
Here they are, Miranda.
Thanks.
Now, please note that Yuki is indeed her son.
Well, Yuki,
What?
what are you waiting for? Go in and see her. Go on.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah, that thing. Are you decent? No, Opal, he's not 16 or nothing.
I'm coming in.
No, I didn't think so.
I think he's actually
Oh,
supposed to be a
well.
little older than that, but... I'm not 100% sure how old he's supposed to be.
Fragrance.
The Japanese were the last ones to have
This
where
is called chamomile.
you went
Thank you
to
for saving me last night.
get a job
My
at,
name is Althena.
at 16, 17.
The stream boss just now caught up.
Miranda has already told me your name.
For when Despise username pass the $5 over here.
Wow.
Is something wrong?
Wow.
What are you two up to?
Nothing.
Never mind. Now, let's look at that leg. Here.
Unencouraging mother.
Uh-huh. So you know what that was. That's the only time ever you will find a land mammal faster than a toddler who's just been asked what's in its mouth. It's when you find two teenagers that are within a moment, it's within less than a second of something being discovered that could be taken the wrong way, or the right way for that matter.
Or do you?
I don't.
But then you gotta remember Japanese culture. Signs of affection are like huge.
Those two managed to get the opposite ends of the. Yuki managed to get to the other end of the room faster than the speed of light.
You don't want to get all bruised up now, do
I'm surprised Miranda didn't get thrown over by the sonic boom of Yuki hauling ass.
Well, we won't ask any more questions, okay? And we'll take you part way if Mendy Harbor's good enough.
No, thank you, but I can't let you do that.
Take that, Cheetahs. Damn
Well,
straight.
Yuki, what do you think?
Yeah, sure, we'll take her.
Count me in.
Of course, I'm gonna count you in. That's the pretty girl,
Be ready
dude.
to leave in 2 or 3 days.
Thank you so much, Miranda.
That girl looks way better than every other girl in the neighborhood.
Well, considering the population, there can't be that
It's
much
Gladys.
to choose from.
We'll check it out. Stay right
Actually,
here,
I
Alfred.
only found the one girl younger than 85. So while we were looking around before, that makes between him and Rots that makes them all doing freaking control. Oh, that's why. Because my camera pan is very limited. All right, lest we have to do that again, because shit's gonna go wrong here very quickly. Miranda's not married. I don't think Miranda doesn't actually have a man at this point. Oh, that's the neighbor lady, the gossip monger in the town of 5 houses.
Let Gladys go right now.
I'm looking for somebody who may have wandered in here during the night. A young blonde girl by the name of Althena. She's what you call a communicator.
We don't know what that is.
A communicator?
What's that?
If you're smart, you just hand her over. I won't hurt the old lady.
Hey, did you come here with that guy in black?
In black? What are you talking about?
Help! Rescue me, Yuki! Stop him! This brute's trying to kidnap me! Hurry!
I'm not trying to kidnap you.
Since he can't find that blonde girl he's searching for, he's going to carry off vibrant, young, beautiful me instead!
Oh dear. Ed, you're sure naked. Yeah. Oh, that's just cold.
Liquid waste kind of reminds me of darkness from Sono Sono.
That's some liquid freaking nitrogen right there. Ow. Well, that was the squawk. That's where the squawking was from.
Really pathetic.
Yes, I agree, Miranda. Pathetic.
We're gonna have to ask you to leave now.
Don't go away, mad. Just go away. Okay, so you're gonna get mad. I suppose that means we have to like forcibly eject you from the area. Oh, never mind. Miranda doesn't know, and Miranda doesn't care. I don't want to review. I already know what I have to do.
You're in for a beating, you little brats!
Oh, we're definitely going to have to cancel that. I don't want to get clobbered. Stop talking.
You're in for a beating, you little brats!
Boy, talk about an entitled.
That's not an entitled
enemy.
mom. That's just this was nagging is what it is.
You're in for a beating, you little brats!
And now he's run away.
All right, we did it.
He ran away, so we get nothing.
Aw. You didn't kick his ass fast enough.
That was not. We weren't supposed to. Not now. Later.
I know. I just gotta tease you.
Get you for this. Remember that. I swear.
That big ass,
You'll pay
axe, and the freaking, and that gauntlet. I don't know what the hell's with the gauntlet.
I'm so sorry. He would never have come here if it wasn't for me.
Oh, stuff it, kid. You'll be
Don't
fine.
be silly, Alfina. You hear me?
Miranda,
There isn't a bad person in this entire village. Any one of them would be happy to help you.
Of course they would, because that's just the way it is.
Right there.
Except Gladys. Gladys might be a little angry. I think she might be a bit miffed about now. I'd be a bit miffed.
What are you two talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Yes, nothing.
A change
So
plans.
full of shit.
We have to leave the village right away before those thugs return. So, tell me when you're ready to head out of here, Yuki.
Alright, now we get to go shopping and assigning shit and doing weirdness. Alright. First place to hit, the magic shop.
And then she unblocks the exits so you can actually exit the village.
We're gonna have to get some something happen? My magic. You've got that one already. We've got burn. Digging might be nice for somebody to have. Crackle! Here we go. We're gonna get that one. That's gonna be expensive though. Screw it. Bye. Digging is for temporary defense increases. Howl, on the other hand, is a much nicer spell. You buy one of those. Alright, set up the magics. Set up magic, and we'll give the equipping of. We'll give Yuki Crackle, and Alfina can have Howl. There we go. Everybody has a limit to the number of spells that they can equip at one time. Let's go ahead and set up. Right. We can do that not only at orbs, but we can do but in these places as well. There's a skill book. That's what I needed actually. The ranger book on. Wait. 3 healing herbs and a revival potion. Might want to actually see about a few more healing herbs because it's quick. We're really quick to run out of shit like that. Stuff like that is easy to run out of, especially in this game. So, oh god, well, we're gonna buy some stuff, and probably shouldn't have spent as much as we did on those. That's as much as we're going to be able to get. Your revival potion will actually sell. Okay, and that means we only actually bought 2 of them. Well, we still don't have enough for a sword. We're just gonna have to do that later. The only weapon we have was a fan. We're hitting people with whack. I don't know. Some of them fans can be kind of dangerous, there, dude. Especially if especially if we're talking about, you know, PewDiePie fans and shit, or Hillary Clinton fans. But most of the Hillary Clinton fans turned out to be, most of the Hillary Clinton fans I've run into turned out to be Antifa fans too.
Yeah. Oh, I hope they get finally classified as a terrorist group.
Well, to be honest with you, the FBI has already classified them as a terrorist group.
Yeah.
We don't actually have an official designation for terror groups. A federal level thing. We just have law enforcement that does that shit. We're gonna recover. And now we're going to save. Now Miranda is level 6. She knows things. See, now you see we got an extra option here for setting up. That's for setting up magic skills.
Are you saying his mom's been around the block?
Well, she's obviously been head by somebody. Yuki exists. Yes, I'm already aware of that. Don't worry, we're good. The problem with Saboteur Coast, of course, is that it's dangerous down there, even for little squirrels like this. She's like a radioactive zombie. Whack-a-mole! Yeah, I know, right? I mean, Bill was polite enough to fuck off after he left the presidency. And no, it wasn't her turn to be president. Obviously not.
I know I was being sarcastic on that front, you know. As if she was entitled to it.
Well, seems... See, that's just it. It's not too late to throw one's hat in the ring anyway. I will leave the answer to Dracologist's current question to another party, preferably one in the chat.
Let's just say it's the other bad choice that we Canadians will have to choose between. Just can't win. Don't know why the conservatives keep picking badly. They have some great candidates too. They have some really good candidates.
That was quick.
For everyone, and stay out of our way.
1 gold piece for both monsters. Rude.
Oh, that is. That's hard. 1 gold.
Terrible.
Fighting. Oh, I see it now.
That was pitiful. Come back when you learn how to fight.
No, that was both excellent because you guys didn't get hurt. That means I don't have to worry about it so much. Oh.
I have to admit, those creatures were cute.
Okay. Use item healing herb on the Yuki. Now I can carry that extra healing herb. Haha. Alright, so there's a tree here, which if I'm not mistaken I can hack up. Alright, I guess I gotta go there. Oh, okay. We get to hack those up, not the tree. First ring. Okay, can we equip that? Who wants to equip that? Intelligence +2 as opposed to... Well, that's actually a bonus. Better initiative numbers. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. I'm out of my mind. Okay. Those things are fast. I would think it. Let me get a chance. Everybody gets it. Did they all die? Not all of them, no.
Eat this!
Crackle!
All right, we did it!
Hey, Alfina leveled up, yay! Guild Pawn, they're called. I don't know why, but my brain, when I see Guild Pawn and I put R's in right after the front letter. So it comes out, my head says grilled prawn. Yay! Ho! Crypto says, hell, there's already infighting with the Conservative Party in Canada, and Sheer is an obese zebra in a hyena cage. Yeah.
Oh, I don't like Sheer. I mean, I'm not a fan of the Liberals, but it's like, oh.
I'm sorry. We had no choice.
Those guys were rich. Yeah, as far as money goes, the first while and a half in this game, you're gonna be selling extra shit, and some of it might not actually be extra.
I kind of know the answer to the question I asked, but
What?
well, the thing is there's still too many conservatives that want to get rid of gay marriage, and so anybody that promises them that, they vote.
Except,
the person
of course,
could
what?
also be for selling them into slavery, and they'd still vote if they thought they could get rid of gay marriage.
If I'm being completely honest here, once that there are some bells you just can't unring.
Yeah.
And that one's been rung. That one got rung hard.
Yeah.
We rang
That's
that
how
bell
Harper
here in the
got it.
United States, and anybody outside the Middle East that was still holding on to the idea. Yeah. Actually, I think the Japanese also have rules about gay marriage, but once again, they don't seem to be having huge problems with most of that.
Well, they're not as horrible about it in Japan. It's just.
You don't!
You are not casting spells on me. It's the one right next to you there, Ann. Over there.
You don't!
You want to be there. That's why. Because that shit hurt. I was hoping to get...
Just caught me off guard, that's all.
Gotta kill that one first. And yes, that will help immensely. Should have done that first. Well, no, the Japanese aren't Catholic, but at the same time, they do have some of the See, Japanese religion is really weird. It contains what they've done is they've made an amalgam of Confucianism, Buddhism, and Christianity, and it's just kind of all mixed up in the middle.
Yeah.
They are the deep ones. All right. Oh, I need to do this because you need to fucking die. That's it. Take that, you piece of shit.
See? I can do it if I try.
Actually, yes, Shinto is actually. I apologize. Shinto was actually should have been included on the list as it was the original religion. But yeah, there's some Christianity there. with the Christianity, Buddhism, and again some Confucianism. They took the bits they liked and left the rest. Is really what it was. Inventory. Nope, I don't want that. Use item. Healing herb for Alpina, because that's a necessary thing. And one more for you. Now, which way am I going? I'm going. See that X? There's the tree. I have to go this way. Yeah, we got about 20 minutes left. We should be all right. We're not gonna. I don't know if we're gonna make it that far. Actually, there's a campsite over here though.
You don't!
Yeah, Gaijin Gumbo would be correct. And yes, I intentionally swapped over to the, and the other one came after. Like it.
Oh.
Eat this! All right, we did it!
I wonder who it was, which RPG started the whole fancy spell effects. I want to think it was Final Fantasy, but I can't say that for certain.
The first time you actually saw spell effects like that, I want to say it was Final Fantasy IV or Secret of Mana had the effects like that, but I think I might be going a little too far back.
Yeah, I think Mana, because I think Mana is a little older, and it's a little newer than Final Fantasy IV, which we knew as kids.
You don't! You're finished!
Well, you gotta realize who the Crypto, when you're talking about that kind of thing, you have to realize exactly who it was that came over here first.
Come back when you learn how to fight.
You're talking about the Puritans, and that had a significant effect on the way we think here on this continent.
Yeah.
Those
are the people that are giving.
There's a festival in Japan where it's not uncommon to see a great big dick walking down the fucking street.
Yeah.
In fact, if you don't see one, it means that somebody's been being rude. But
they have a toilet museum.
Well, here's another one. Here's another one for you. When the people on this side of the Pacific found out about that, our social justice warriors lost their fucking minds.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you teach them, if you don't teach them how it works and why, then you get situations where they want to know, and they're going to try. And rather than somebody tell them, somebody that's actually that's reportedly responsible, telling them what the hell they need to be doing, or how the hell that works and what causes it, they go find out for themselves, and this tends to go badly, as you may have noticed. Abstinence-only education is not a working hypothesis. It really isn't.
Yep. Pregnant at 15 and on Jerry Springer.
Splat.
Who's the baby daddy? The 6 candidates are on stage.
Why 4 who threw that at me? This is working. This is actually working pretty well right now.
Yeah.
Hey, no blowing up my Miranda. I like her. But you can see giant dick balloons in America, mostly in Florida. Yeah, this is true. But the Japanese actually have a festival surrounding the idea of masculinity.
Yeah.
And for them, and that's actually, as far as they're concerned, that's okay. Tremor! Watch them all die.
Feel the wind blow.
But they do consider the mothers to be the master of the household to a degree.
Eat this.
The other problem that we have, of course, is that they're actually rather xenophobic. So they do have an issue where they do have a thing where racism becomes an issue. If you are not Japanese blood and bone, and you might have a bad time. Unless you can prove yourself, you will have a bad time. And sometimes you don't get a chance, and sometimes you don't get a choice. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
our SJW still lost their damn lines. Oh god. Really? I went back to get the bomb so I could use it, and now I can't.
Get ready for a little slice and dice. Ha! Stings a little, doesn't it?
Just a tad there, Miranda. Alright. This is Yuki, okay. I'll have her do her own healing so she can do that almost immediately. Oh, good. We've got some of that. We're gonna need it.
Yes, this is it.
Now that was kind of fun. That's the camera. Back to setting A.
Get ready for a little slice and
Just
dice.
ignore the time and keep going.
Stings a little, doesn't it?
Well, honestly, I think France has been kind of problematic for a while now. I mean, you make it so they don't actually have to speak German. They don't have to speak German by default, and they just get all mad at you. It's almost like they wanted to.
Why not make things easier for everyone and stay out of our way?
And some more white sulfur. And that white sulfur is shit that I want to use. So you know what we're gonna do? Let's use magic. Alfina can't heal. Yuki and Miranda. She's almost completely healed anyway, so screw it. And then kids want to these. Hold one of them. And one of them. There. That should hold them for a little while. See if I can get down to the... There's a save point right down there. I just have to get there from here. So the room itself. Holy water. I'm not even sure what that's good for anymore. Right. Let's stay away from that. I have to kill this one. That one's gotta die. Some guy used a chainsaw to turn the trains back there to do a piece. Now that would be funny.
Yeah, that would be.
That would be hilarious. The sad part of it is the HOA probably tried to get him to take it away. Tried to get him to take it down. If he had an HOA, I guarantee that was the thing. At a certain level to learn a new move, which Yuki just did.
Feel the bite of my blade! All right, we did it.
And a level up for Alfina. Yay. Ooh, extra special levels. Alright. So let's go back and get that, whatever that is. Healing herb, good. We don't need one right now. And that guy's gonna have to die. No, he won't. Hi. I'm gonna get around him. Jump. Jump. Somebody thinks this is dinner time despite the fact that dinner time was an hour ago. Alright. Well, actually, it was a couple of hours ago. See, they've already eaten. Alright,
yeah,
so there is our save point. We made it. Outstanding.
Cool.
It was like 7 feet tall. Meh. Meh, he says. Alright. So, do we want to come back to this game another time? Or do we want to go look at something else?
You know what? Well, I'll say.
Well, you want to see more of this. I know you want to see more of this game. I'm kind of wondering if anybody else is that interested in it.
Okay, everybody, type Y, E, and S, and then hit enter.
Okay, Dracologist is good with it. Okay, hey, cool. That'll work. Certainly we can play some more of this. What I'll probably do is put a game in front of it, and then do more of this later. What do you think?
Yeah. Sure.
And maybe in between, would there be any interest in me posting an hour or two's worth of gameplay, an hour or so's worth of gameplay on a given day? Silver Stripes doesn't want to. I have to.
He betrays me.
Yes, I think Silver's looking for something a little more sci-fi, which we, might be able to work that. We'll see how that works. We'll see how that goes. Or I can swap back and forth between Tuesday and Saturday. That might work too. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think of something. I will. But you guys are going to be seeing a lot of Trails of Cold Steel 3 right after it's released.
I'm looking forward to that.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking about doing is doing an hour or so per day, or doing at least some small amount of time per day, dedicated to some game or another. Presumably this one or some other, and then maybe doing one stream a week on it, and doing the other, and doing a stream on another game the other day for the week. Digital Devil Saga. That's another one I actually thought about doing, believe it or not. All right, let me go ahead and shut this part off since we're kind of in the winding down phase.
Mm-hmm.
Digital Devil Saga is a Shin Megami Tensei game. Silver Stripes. It's one of the spin-off. It's one of the spin-off units.
Question: is there any other news we've forgotten about that protocol. No, I think we got everything we wanted to.
What?
News. I was trying to think of news.
The one thing I was actually the one thing I forgot early on is the one that Too Many Accounts called our attention to. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I had even sent you a video about that. So. Yeah, no. I am very curious to see how things go with Disney.
Oh, and YouTube's. Oh, there was also YouTube suing people because they used they filed false DMCA claims, and then used the information they got from people filing responses to harass them. And in one case, they did. Really, I'm not picky. Do as you wish. Okay, I might do that. One guy, he actually swatted one of the guys.
Oof.
He swatted one guy. He demanded money from the other two. One for 150, another one for 200, or about half of whatever it was he'd been asking for in Bitcoin.
Ooh.
And if they didn't comply, he was going to put another strike on their channels, get them removed. All three of the YouTubers in question were small to medium-sized channels with that were doing Minecraft primarily. Well, I don't necessarily want you to sit there bored, Silver. One thing about RPGs, like we can play them and make snarky comments at them, and still banter about other things. So that's actually kind of a bonus, if you ask me. But right now, I need to get Bitcoin. Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin isn't particularly traceable. Well, and to respond to what you were saying, this is something we've been warning YouTube about for years. This shit is going. This kind of shit is going to happen, and it was only a matter of time before somebody actually put it out in public that it got done. The sad part of it is that that support from YouTube only came after these three got together and made it fucking public. Each phase in the process, YouTube said it was unaware of how the information could be used.
Bullshit.
And all I'm going to say, yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Bullshit. How could you not see this come up? We get to cut out stuff we don't like. Yeah. Actually, it's that they're required to a point. There have been cases where they've done none of that. Yep. I like to refer to it as CMB radio. Cosmic microwave background. All right. Let me go ahead and shut down the PS3. It's been all long enough. So I'm gonna go now and run around and stop a problem before it becomes huge.
I'll give them nothing but dead air.
Yeah, I know, right? Actually, we're going to have a problem here fairly soon. My mouse is freaking dying, and I need to find a way to replace it. So I'm probably not going to be able to do too much in PC for a little while.
We'll do consoles for the next while.
Well, it's not like we don't have plenty of console games to do. I've just had some other PC games I wanted to get to, and I'm not going to be able to.
Yeah.
Which makes me sad, but so be it. Then I'm going to have to learn how to operate Final Fantasy 14 with a freaking mouse, or with a controller. I really don't want to do that. Yep. You know what, Silver? If I find you a bigger goth mouse in the meantime, between now and the next time we see you, I will be more than happy to let you know and maybe even put it on the stream. All right. Okay, folks, be safe, be sane.
And let's make games the way they
Fun
should
again.
be. Fun again.
all it's missing is Florida Man monetizing his naked rampages. Yeah, I know, right? All right, we'll catch you guys later. Y'all have fun now. Seizure.